Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Marsha, and on today's video, I have two thrift upcycles using my Cricut Maker. So let's get crafting. For project one, I'm going to start off with my IOD mold. This is the ginger and spice. It has some gingerbread men, some little candies, even a little gingerbread dog. I am going to use my amazing resin to cast the two bigger gingerbread. The amazing resin is a two-part resin. You just mix equal parts of A and B together and simply pour it into your mold. And this only takes minutes to harden. One thing I did notice about the IOD molds, there is right next to the mold is a measurement of how much resin you need for that mold. And here is a time lapse of it hardening. It turns white. It's really cool because it happens really fast. Once my little gingies were dry, I pulled them out of the mold, and I am going in and I'm going to paint each one of these. I'm starting out with Waverly chalk paint in hazelnut, and that is going to be the brown for the actual gingerbread cookie. Okay, for our little guy gingerbread, we're gonna go in with some Dixie Bells chalk paint in Briar Patch, and I'm just gonna paint his little pants and his little bow tie. And our and for our little girl, Gingy, We're going to go in with Dixie Belle's chalk paint in rustic red, and we're just going to paint her dress. While our gingies are drying, I have this little sign that I found at the Goodwill bins. These are like the little word signs. I think everyone's getting rid of them. And I started out with my Folk Arts chalk paint in Snow White, but then I realized that I needed to cover up that black writing that's on the sign. So I used my heat gun just to dry the white paint, and then I'm going to go in with Dixie Belle's chalk paint in Caviar. The black chalk paint is really just going to be a base paint just to cover up those. Now to paint our frame, I am going in first with the Waverly chalk paint in hazelnut. This is the same color I used on the little gingies. And I'm just going to give this one coat around the entire frame. Once that hazelnut was dry, I'm going in with Waverly's antiquing wax, and I'm just going to brush some on to the frame, and I'm going to wipe it back. Now I'm going to continue this until I get the frame to the color that I'm looking for. Once I got my frame to where I wanted it, now I'm going to go in. I've taped up the frame just so I don't get any of this white on it. And this is the Folk Art chalk paint in the Snow White. And I'm going to give this 2 coats to cover that black. Once everything was dry, I removed the tape and I'm going to go in with my little gingies and I'm going to use my Tight Bond Thick and Quick glue and I'm just going to glue these little gingies to my sign. Now that our glue is dry for our gingies, I've got this image I cut out using my Cricut Maker. This is just an image from Cricut Design Space. So I'm just going to use my little squeegee and I am going to put this down on the sign. And I tried to get it as even as possible in the center, but it is off center. And here's how it turned out. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments. My daughter actually told me she thinks the eyes look creepy, but what do you guys think? I really like it. I think I'm going to put it up in the kitchen. Now for project 2, I have these little angel ornaments. I found a whole little bag of them at the Goodwill bins. And they have a little twine hanger, but I'm going to cut that twine off. And I'm going to give every one of them, front and back, all over the entire ornament, 2 coats. Actually, I think I did 3 coats to make sure I covered up all that writing of folk arch chalk paint in Snow White. Now, once I got done painting all of the angels in the white, I kind of changed my mind on the direction I was going. So I'm taking 4 of these angel ornaments and I'm going in with folk arch chalk paint in nautical. This is a navy blue. It's kind of coming off a royal blue here on the camera, but it's an actually navy blue. And I'm gonna give these 2 coats. Now that I have them painted and they're dried, I've got 4 in the navy blue and 4 in the snow white. I created some images on my Cricut Maker of some florals. Now I did white for the navy blue ornaments and I did navy blue for the white ornaments. And I'm just going to use my squeegee and put these down on the ornaments. And here's how these turned out. The tree that I'm putting up in my bedroom is going to be done with blue and white floral. So I can't wait to hang these, which I'm going to start decorating next week. Okay, guys, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you liked it, please consider liking, subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.